Nation, what's good? Nation, be it know-it-all, Steelers, whatever nation you a part of. Thanks for rocking with us. The Smash the Gas crew on this Wednesday night. Per typical, we here every Wednesday to talk some Steeler football before we transition into where we slow it down a little bit on pump your brakes. We kind of, put on our seatbelts a little more cautious about what we say. But on here with Kerb and Big-G, it's total recklessness going on. But with that being said, let's say what's up to the fellas. Kerb in the building. Kerb,
hey, what's up, man? Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man. What about you? You said it's cold up there.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know that first cold day, it hit to the bone.
But, how cold? What was the temperature? Is it cold, like, Kerb, or you said to the bone, or is it just them old bones? To them old bones.
It's the old bones, but you know how that first cold is. It's like 40-something degrees, so it ain't cold.
Oh yeah, no, it was.
But it's just that like first one.
63 here. I tell you what, I was just telling you backstage, man, before I go to Big-G. Like I've been out here in the DMV, in the DC area, DC and in Maryland. I never lived. I worked in Virginia, but so I've been out here for 20 years now. 20 years this past summer.
Mm-hmm.
And when I first got here, for them first 2-3 years, jokers be out here saying it's cold in December and all that. Like, man, it ain't cold. This ain't nothing because I'm fresh coming from the crib, right? Coming from Ohio. So when it get like 35 here, they talking about it's cold, and I know what cold feel like when it's in the teens.
Right.
This ain't cold. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, but now I've been here so long, cold is relative, right? I'm 20 years older. My body used to this climate now.
Mm-hmm.
So when they cold is my cold now. When I go home, that's super cold. I try not to go home in the winter. My mom here now through the holidays between me and my sister's house. She actually in the room down the hall over there. She here for this few weeks. But yeah, so I know cold, but cold is relative. Like I said, I'm cold here now. Mr. Trade Man, Mr. 50-50, Mr. G-Stradamus, Mr. Get the algorithms up. Speaking of which, man, we ain't got the algorithms up in a while. Let me, Big-G, you go ahead and do your best triple OG Shannon White and get the algorithms up one time, man. Raise the roof for us. You ain't raised no roof, man.
Man, tell them Yeezys to get the damn roof up anyway. It's cold as hell right now, Tate. I'm freezing. You see, I got on a big puffer thing. Man, it's cold as hell up here in Ohio, dog. Woo! Boy, it's cold now. Super cold. It's supposed to be 39 degrees tonight, dog. And it's gonna be 32 tomorrow night.
I guess
30
like,
the night after that. Boy, it's cold up here, man.
I guess like Kerb said, it's that first hit of the cold that gets you, because 39 really ain't gonna be cold another month from now. You're gonna wish it was 39.
Right.
Ohio, hell yeah. Man, listen, man, I ain't even gonna tell you who I was arguing with. And they was
you sound far away from your mic. I don't know if you turn up a little bit.
That's better.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Put it up to your mouth.
Stop that, no diddy, no doubt.
Go ahead. What you were saying though?
Man, I was arguing with some diabolical haters, man, the other day. I wasn't diabolical haters. It's actually some of my boys, man. And they was trying to tell me another part of the country is cold like Ohio. I said, man, the only two places I'd ever been my whole life, no, 3, that is colder than Ohio is Upper Peninsula, Michigan, Minneapolis, Minnesota, with my boy P-Dog, our people, and out there in Iowa where I went to school at. It's cold as hell in Ohio where I live at, dog. Dog, Tate, we like 60-some miles away from the damn water. It's cold as hell up here, bro.
Yeah, it's up there in the Great Lake regions. Kerb's on the east side of it, you on the west side of it. But it get pretty cold up there in the Dakota Plains and up north of Iowa.
I played a game up in North Dakota one time in a football game when I was in JUCO. It was super cold up there too, bro. But man, bro, what I'm telling you, dog. Now Iowa ain't to be played with. Right. Iowa is not to be messed around with. Where I was 30 miles away from the Minnesota border, so it was super cold up there. And we played a game one time in North Dakota. I was like, woo-wee. But in Minnesota too, it's cold. But Minnesota different because they just get so much snow. But in Ohio, dog, where we at? Kirby further north than I am.
Kirby, we on the lake.
Water.
We in the water. We in the
that
water.
water be tearing your ass up, Kirby. I already know that water's tearing. Hey, they getting lake effect snow this weekend.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, they getting it. They getting lake effect snow this weekend, Tate. I'm telling you, they getting it. I'm telling you, it's gonna turn into snow.
Chicago ain't no joke either, dog.
Yeah, Chicago.
They got that wind, that wind, boy. Woo.
Tear your ass up. Tear your ass up.
But again, the Great Lake regions, right? Yeah. I mean, I ain't complaining yet because like I said, they got up to like 63, 64 today. But so I can deal with that, especially what's the day? October the 22nd.
Hey, look at this dude already, dog. I mean, what? Claude Bishop, thank you for the $2, man. You're being diabolical already, Claude. Claude, ain't nobody getting educated. Claude, you're the biggest hater I ever seen in my life, dog. I'm sorry, Claude. I hate to say it, man. You're the biggest hater. I have never seen you hate. You hate on Mike Tomlin. You definitely hate on me. And now Tate catching strays. Don't let Kirby start acting like he had some sense. He gonna be hated on too. I mean, it's
Big G. He don't. If you ain't noticed, it's always directed in a passive aggressive way at me and you. When we on with Kerb the best. We on with Shannon the best. When Pay on, Pay the best. It's only indirect. Like I said, passive aggressive shots at me and you, Big G. Read the room, bro.
Yeah, but you new to this. Claude been my arch nemesis since day one. Claude is the arch nemesis to me, dog. It's like Batman and Robin. So like you joined the Justice League and now you catching strays.
Why you always say it's like Batman and Robin, and Batman and Robin is
no Batman's Joker. Batman and the Joker.
Oh, well, you said Batman and Robin.
Yeah, I messed it up. But But it's like Batman and the Joker, dog, for me and Claude from day one, dog.
What's that?
From day one. Now you on the Justice League, you know, you an enemy too. You an enemy too, dog. Now you talking about he love us like play cousins, Claude. I know how that works. I know how the play cousin thing works, Claude. Don't try it, buddy. Don't try it, Claude.
Andre Green.
Go ahead, Claude.
Andre Green said Buffalo. I've been to Buffalo. Buffalo ain't really all. It's cold, but man, they get. But really, when you think about it, Buffalo, Cleveland, even Pittsburgh, all right up there in that same kind of area. Yeah,
same thing.
Buffalo
too. Hell, they go all the way to Toledo, Tate, all the way across. Hell, to Chicago, really? You go to Chicago, come across.
Yeah, it don't.
Buffalo gets so much snow, they put it on the trains and ship it out. So
I'd be scared, dog. I ain't never going to Buffalo. I don't give a damn.
Yeah,
I ain't never.
Y'all not going because of snow. I ain't going because they shoot black folks up in the grocery store up there.
Oh yeah.
That has happened.
Yeah, it happened not that long ago.
That has happened.
You can get
all right, man. Let's get to the show, man. We'll talk sidebar all day. Let's go to the show, man. Let's do what we do.
Claude say great show yesterday. Keeping it 100. Tate's take today. Thanks, Claude.
Not nice. He's setting us up, Tate. He's setting us up. Something diabolical is coming up the road, boy. Something diabolical. Don't you believe it?
Big pun with the passive aggressive. Follow Claude's lead and keep it fact based.
Yeah,
that's like saying again in a passive aggressive way. I don't agree with shit y'all be saying.
I mean that's super fact.
Yeah. Red's Big G where he at. Well, I was over there by Kerb 2 in Youngstown, and where Big G, where we grew up at, that's an hour south of Detroit. So we get that snow dumped on our head too.
Ooh, I'm telling you, it's cold, bro. My heat on for the first night. I'm not playing around, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not playing. The heat we turned the heat on tonight, bro. I'm not messing around, dog.
You turned your heat on?
The heat is on.
All right, we thing back on track. We've been talking like we Willard Scott and Al Roker.
Mm-hmm.
He'll say,
Uh-oh.
It was a rule of my mama's house growing up. You couldn't cut the heat on until November the 1st.
You would have closed this week.
That's what I'm saying. You better put that hoodie on. You better put something on.
Dog, you see how I got the puffy and the hoodie. And the Scully.
Man, the Scully. You need the shiesty on.
I had it on last night, boy, because I was talking strong. But I can't do it tonight, man. Felicia, what's up, girl? Thank you for the $5. She said, hey, my guys, Tate, Big-G, Kerb, Jay's Upper Teeth, Andre, Claude. Anyway, Big-G, we keep move now? Do we keep Fryer move? Man, I don't know, man. We're going to talk about it here in a minute. I don't know.
Hey, so
we'll talk about it. I don't know. I don't know, Felicia. I don't know.
Because the question becomes, thanks, Fee. And Fee stopped by Tate's Take earlier. I asked her, was she bringing her stalkers with her? She said they only come out at nighttime.
Felicia got some stalkers? Felicia got stalkers?
All the dudes that be following around. All across the podcast sphere, you know.
Yeah, Fee. I know, Fee. Yeah.
Got them nose wide open.
Yeah, do that, Fee. Do that thing, girl. Do that thing.
She got some of these jokers' nose wide open virtually. Hey, if it's like that virtually, that real deal, boy, I don't know. I'm scared of whatever that could be. But hey, man, in regards to move, Big-G, you keeping up with the comments, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In regards to move, the question is about trading them. Did move increase his value if they were looking at trading?
Absolutely.
Move look good, or did he increase his value with the Steelers?
He did both at the same time.
Obviously, but to the Steelers front office, what does it mean?
I think now the Steelers front office, if they are willing to trade him, they're going to want more for him. There might have been a time period where they would settle for maybe a 4th or a 5th round pick in return, or even a player to get. Now they definitely got to get a 3rd. They need a 3rd. They might want a 3rd or get a high-ranked player for him now, if they're looking at trading. But I don't know. The Steelers, the way that the Steelers play offensive football is completely different than anybody else in the NFL. I don't dislike it. I like having the versatility of 4 tight ends. I think Calvin Austin's going to be an actual player. We see what DK is. I think if Rome just keeps getting an opportunity, Rome could be a player. So I don't know. I don't have no beef or no quarrels with the Steelers offense. Right now, I don't have no quarrels or no beef. So if they decide to keep him Tate, I'm cool. If they keep Moose, I'm cool with it, bro. I'm cool. Because he going to be gone next year anyway, because we got to pay Mount Washington. We got to pay Herb Big. We got to pay some dudes. So he might be up out of there anyway next year. You're getting a big fine, dog. Them lips turning. My spine, son.
Would you stop always looking at my lips, man?
Dog, that's how I identified that you're getting the fine, dog.
Oh, did he?
The lip.
You got to chill.
Now, I'll find myself no problem. But you watch what you saying.
Yeah.
You know, but no, I was just saying that put the Highsmith probably out of here too. That's $30 million off the book, and see what you can get back for them assets. You know, but that's what we're here for. We're talking about trade deadline is 2 weeks from yesterday, so 13 days and counting. Talking about the Steelers potentially making a move. Our cover graphic has some of the guys on there. Picture here we got, which I think is a pipe, but this has been all these guys been part of the rumors, right? We got AJ Brown, Chris Olave from the Saints, Jacoby Meyer from the Raiders, Jawan Jennings from the 49ers, and AD Mitchell from the Colts. So been a lot of talk about those guys. We got a couple other guys that's been who's been thrown around. We call them the others, right? So we look at the others. We're looking at Alan Lazard.
Trash.
Tyler Lockett got released, asked for his release from Tennessee. Rashid Shaheed, Saints. And Calvin Ridley, who's getting like $20 million a year and under contract for 2 years after the rest of this year. So of all those guys, we talking specifically receivers now. I'll get you guys' thoughts on if there's any other position, because I know Big G had these fantasy positions he'd be wanting to try and acquire. But as far as the receivers go, Big G, what you think? And them guys you like, any other guys is not listed or mentioned in that group that you might be thinking of? And do the Steelers even need a wide receiver? Because you just really said, like, you think Calvin is a guy, Roman with opportunities can be a guy. I would say this is Calvin's last year in the contract. Do they extend him, or do they want to sign somebody else and, you know, let Calvin walk, or see what the market dictates his value is next year? And I think they draft a receiver. That's a whole nother thing, because Kerb and I was backstage talking about the quarterback position, and the Steelers have put out there they would like to have, if he wants to come back, have Aaron Rodgers back next year. And Kerb was saying about, and we talked about it in our chat yesterday or the day out. I can't keep up when you guys. You notice I say the least in that, right? But oh, y'all know I say the least. But I was seeing where you talking about the comp picks is getting devalued because some of these players like Russ sitting the bench, Fields sitting the bench. The only ones really gonna bring back something strong, Najee got hurt, is Dan Moore.
Yeah, that's it.
It's Dan Moore.
That's it.
And that trade for Pickett's going to bring, because it was already the one bring it back. It's got a third. But Big G, what do you think about that wide receiver position and just everything we kind of talked about? You and Kerb have a discussion about all that stuff, however you want to lead it.
Kirby, I'm just going to flat out tell you, bro, I don't think that we're going to trade for an offensive skill position. I don't think they're going to. I think if anything, they might try to pick Tyler Lockett up off the street because he's officially been released, because they're going to go cheap. They're not giving up draft capital for offensive help. I think, like I said, the Steelers from an offensive standpoint are very unique. We have three serviceable tight ends and a dude named Super Hayward. And 1 week he's on, 1 week he's off. So the deal is, I think that if they like Rome, I think they do. I think Rodgers is getting used to it. I know Calvin Austin can play, right? We know DK can play. So I don't think they do it. If they do, I think they go straight cheap, bro. Your thoughts about it, Kerb? What you thinking, man?
I mean, I'm gonna be pissed if they don't make a trade.
I'm with Kerb. I said the other day, just to interject, and y'all can finish.
Well,
I said the other day that they lack explosive on the other side. Ain't no now Calvin come back here, but it's little explosive. Calvin best in the slot. They need another big guy out there at the X or the Z, whatever opposite DK, where DK line up at.
And that's what I was just about to say. For one thing, we've been going back and forth for this for 2 years now. Put Austin where he belongs, and he's a slot, and that's where he's gonna really make the biggest mismatch. Put him in the slot, and that's what he is. I mean, it's time. You take advantage of this opportunity you got with Rodgers. Give him all the tools that he need, and it ain't gonna. All the tools ain't having 4 tight ends. Give him another stud receiver, which now is going to even though Metcalf, he's doing okay, but you're going to really get the real effect of him if you got a guy on the other side that teams are respecting. Right now, they ain't respecting nobody on the other side. So if I'm playing the Steelers, I'm putting 3 guys on DK. If I got to, I mean, I ain't worried about the other side. And whoever on the other side, if they happen to beat us, they beat us. We'll take that chance.
I hear you, Kirby, but I'm telling you, I don't think they're going to do it. If I had to, as based on the percentage today, if I had to say that the Pittsburgh Steelers were going to trade for an offensive player, I would go 80% no, 20% yes. Now, could they sign Tyler Lockett, who's officially not on any team's roster? I would say that's a higher percentage. That might be 50-50. But at them to trade, they're not going to do it. They're going to hold on to their draft capital because they like what they have from an offensive schematic standpoint. And I know people are going to be pissed, but they ain't going to do it. They ain't going to do it.
They gonna make a move. Now it could be that they making a move. They might not trade a first or second. Depending on who it is, they can send a third and a player out, man, because think how much better this team would be if you had Jacoby Myers on one side, or even for a low round pick, for a 5th round pick, even a 4th at most. You get A.D. Mitchell, get him under DK's Metcalf experience and work ethic and all that. What he could be opposite him, 6'2", 200 pounds, fast, do dumb stuff, but we don't do a whole bunch of dumb stuff in Pittsburgh. So I think he's only been this is 2nd year. He's still on a rookie contract and he's young. I mean, like, even if it's a move like that, they got to make a move though.
They got to.
I don't think they do it. I'm telling you, like you said, with 13 days remaining, from an offensive side of the ball, I don't think they do it. I would give them 20% that they do it, 80% that they don't. Lockett would be 50-50 because he's not on a roster and he's going to be super cheap. So yeah, they might do that, but they're not giving for draft cap. The only way they're giving up a draft capital if they get an opportunity to get a top 25 receiver in the league. Outside of that, they ain't doing it. They ain't doing it.
I'm trading Moot.
A top 25 wide receiver is going to take a piece of that high end draft capital. That's a 3rd or 4th easy. I'm saying if they can get somebody in here like Jacoby Myers' contract, you might be able to get him with a 5th and something because his contract is up. You got A.D. Mitchell, who's they looking to maybe get off of, and they got a lot of guys, and I mean, he can get him for a 5th at the highest of 4th. I'm doing something like that just on the upside, man. I got to make my room better. Scotty Miller being option 3-4, 4-3, whatever you want to call him, is not good. Ben Skoranek is 5, but he's special teams, good team player. He only gonna stay 5 though. He not gonna elevate up a position. So
I hear y'all. I hear y'all, but then I'm telling you, I'm not gonna call G Stradamus, so I'm not gonna be all like that. But I'm telling you, they ain't doing it. The only way that they would even think about doing it is if they go out there and they get totally shut down by the Packers. Like if the Packers whoop our ass 31-0 or 31-7, then they might do it. But they're not going to do it, bro. Pittsburgh's not going to go pick the dude up. Not offensive.
It don't take that, Big G, because what they did last week, Cincinnati was able to do it. They took DK out the game. Yeah, the tight ends ain't, but tight ends ain't. Even though Move got a hole in his own and took it to the house, them tight ends ain't getting many explosive plays.
And that was against a terrible defense.
Yeah, and even against a terrible defense. And even Roman Wilson's 3 catches was like for a total of what, 22 yards or something like that.
I hear y'all, but I'm telling you, they ain't gonna do it
because you're starting to play some teams that I don't care if your defense do turn it around. You going to have your track shoes on to stay in some of these games.
I agree,
Detroit,
bro. I'm telling you.
I mean,
I'm telling you. The only 2 guys I would even give a shot to that I think that they bring into the room is Allen Lazard and Tyler Lockett. Lazard because his familiarity with Rodgers, Lockett because his familiarity with DK Metcalf. That's the only 2 dudes I would think that they would bring in.
Them the 2 I at least want to see. If they going for it and the quarterback position is looking like it's not going to be that strong, and you got probably about 5 teams drafting ahead of them, they're going to be looking for a quarterback, then I'm willing to use a little bit of that capital because I ain't going to have to move up as far as for quarterback as I might have before.
Right. But I'm saying I just don't want the Yenzies in the Steeler Nation to be upset when it don't happen. Because
I don't care what the Yenzies is, because the Yenzies always upset if something they feel like don't go their way.
I mean, I'm telling you, I feel that way. They're not going to do it. Pittsburgh is not going to make no trade. Not like that. I would give them a bigger opportunity to make a trade for a defensive player than I do an offensive player.
All right, you remember we bet $5 on something the other day. What was it?
I can't tell you.
I can't even remember. I know we bet. I bet $5.
It's on videotape. It's on videotape somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere, right? But nah. So I'm just saying that that I believe, man, that they will make a trade of some sort. It'll be a trade and not acquisition by free agency, by somebody just being on the wire.
Yeah. I feel y'all, but I'm just telling you, I don't want y'all to be disappointed when they don't do it. Because I don't see it happening. I mean, you can be, but I'm telling you, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. I see that they're going to. I really do believe that they feel like that their offense is so unique that they can move the ball on anybody that they play. I feel like they're so unique.
Why is their time possession so low? They're doing good moving the ball. But I mean, outside of a couple explosive plays this year to DK Metcalf and that 65-yard pass that really Jaylen Warren caught against was it Seattle, and really caught a screen pass 65 yards. There ain't been that many explosives. I mean, that's what the offense is lacking.
I'm telling you that. I'm telling you.
I just want to know what the Steelers looking at. Like your offense is ranked 25th in the league, and you already went through your cupcake part of your schedule. Where your numbers
they 9 in scoring though, Kerb.
But where your numbers should really be elevated. Even though then you could say, okay, maybe we ain't played these many good teams or whatever, so we might got the 10th offense, but our offense really may be like 15. You're down 25, and now you're going into the meat of your schedule. That they got it, man.
I'm telling you. I'm just telling you. See, this the thing. This the thing for all of us. I know. You know what? I can't speak for y'all. I'm speaking for me. My expectation of what I thought the Pittsburgh Steelers were and are, it hasn't changed. But what has happened is my glasses went from being super optimistic to being more reality based. And I'm looking at what the team wants to do. I'm looking at Arthur Smith as an offensive coordinator. Arthur Smith has exactly what he wants as an offensive coordinator. He wants to develop maybe Roman Wilson. He wants Calvin Austin to come back and be healthy. He's got his guy in DK, and he's got all them tight ends. So for him to implement or bring another guy into the room means that now he's got to sort of change his philosophy as an offensive coordinator. I don't think he wants to do it. I don't. That's why I said he would take a guy that he's familiar with.
In his best year, he had AJ Brown and the boy they drafted in the top 5 out of Eastern Michigan or Central Michigan. What's his name? Corey Brown. Corey Davis.
I know that. Corey Davis.
Yeah. So he can do something.
But he had
with multiple receivers.
He had Henry running back there.
But I'm saying they had high draft capital in receivers though. And that was his best offense he ever had with 2 good receivers. Yeah, he used tight ends and H-backs. But you need that other explosive out there, though, G. I'm telling you.
I'm with y'all. The fan in me knows that they need to do something. But the reality looker about what's actually going to go on, I'm telling you, I believe that they would trade for a defensive player faster than they would an offensive player. They trade for a defensive player. They would.
This ain't fan talk, man. This OG talk.
I'm saying the fan in me. The fan in me wants them to go. The fan in me wants them to go get a Chris Olave. The fan in me wants them to go get a big time wide receiver that can get open all the time and move the chains. I want to see that. But do I believe it's going to happen? No.
So is it fair to say we're living in a world of we have a defensive coach, so he's going to be focused totally defense? I mean, everything is based around defense for him.
No,
he ain't looking, because to me,
it's not all about the coach, Kirby. It's not all about the coach. It's the front office. This is draft capital. It's Omar Khan. It's Andy Waddle. No, they're not getting off them draft picks, bro. They're not getting off them picks.
To not try and get better. And I ain't saying spend a first or second. You can spend one of your 3/3, but it's their election of their duty to not try and get Aaron Rodgers the help he need right now. And he got 14 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, and we 4-2. And he looking good. How he was moving against the Bengals last week, he looking good. You get that guy what he need within reason.
Thank you. Because like now, if Rodgers was looking trash, I wouldn't even be mad, because I'd be like, at this point, don't use the capital, because you need a quarterback. But this dude's still balling. So use this dude up. Use everything that he got. So give him all the tools that he needs.
I'm telling you, they're not going to do it. I'm telling you, they're not. Tyler Lockett, I could see it. I could see Alan Lazard. I could see that. I could even see maybe even Calvin Ridley. I could maybe see that. But no, but Calvin.
You just made a lot of people. Calvin Ridley, $20 million a year. They got to trade probably a third for him.
Right. Well, then no, hell no, Calvin Ridley. So Lazard, they could get a sixth or seventh. Lockett, they're getting for free. They just got to pay him. They're not giving up no draft. And I'm telling you, the fan in me wants them to do that. I want them to go get another talented wide receiver. I really, really, really do. But they ain't going to do it. They're not going to do it. I'm telling you, they ain't going to do it. They're going to be more than likely to go get a defensive player. Trust what I'm telling y'all. And matter of fact, they're going to be more than likely to go get a defensive player on the defensive line or in the linebacker position before they go and get a wide receiver. Trust, I'm telling you that. I'm telling you they're going to do it. Because the issue right now is the defense. It's not got nothing to do with the offense. They like the offense.
I think the team that's going to have the fire sale is going to be Miami.
Okay.
They going to have the fire sale. Everybody was up to it.
I don't care about what Miami's selling from a while because I really don't care for Waddle. Waddle is Calvin Austin. I've said that before. To me, just a more expensive version. If I'm trade, that's when I do go. If Miami has a fire sale, I try and bring Minka back. I can see that.
I can see that happening too, Tate. That's a defensive player. I can see Pittsburgh calling Miami and say, "Do you want to? If you're going to trade Minka, we'll take him back for A, B, C, and D." I could definitely see that happening. They're bringing Minka back. He's already familiar with the team. He knows the system. There's not no bad blood between him and Pittsburgh. You put Minka back there, that changes what you do with Jalen Ramsey. That changes what you do on the outside corner and everything else. You pair him and Elliott together. I could see that happening. But once again, that's a defensive player.
I just said not they go after him. I said Miami having a fire sale. Yeah. That's the only player on their team I'm looking at. Is what I said. I didn't say they trying to acquire him. Kirby said Miami have a fire sale. That's the one because I don't want Jalen Waddle. I don't want nobody on their team like that on the offense. But I would take Minka if it's a good price because I know that it make us better. I'm not saying they need a defensive player, but I would get that player because it helps that side of the ball in that room.
The sneaky kid
it settles everything.
The sneaky player that they're going to go after sneakily is the defensive tackle from the Jets. I'm sneakily they're gonna go after.
I ain't heard nobody say that except you.
That's big bread, G.
That's big bread. You talking about he ain't trading no capital?
I'm understanding that.
They want a number one. They want a number one pick for that dude.
They
taking a one for that.
But Tomlin and them will give up a 2 to get him, and it seems diabolical. But I'm telling you, bro,
big money. The defense already.
His contract 24 a year. 24 a year.
Bro, I'm telling you. Don't look, but I'm still sticking to the fact that I don't think they're going to do anything. To me, in my opinion, best case scenario is Tyler Lockett. In my opinion,
that's not a best case. That's a settle for.
That's what I'm trying to explain to you. I'm not. Like I said, the fan in me does want them to do something, but I don't think they're gonna do nothing.
You think right now, Tyler Lockett, right now at age 32, 33, is better than Calvin Austin and Roman Wilson?
No, I don't.
That's not no best case scenario then.
There you go, Big Pun. Get Big Zesty out there.
It is best case scenario for what I know they're going to do because they're not going to give up a second or a third to get a player. They're not doing it.
Nobody said a second or third. I said maybe a third, depending on who it is, but a fourth or a fifth is doable. And they can't do it because the quarterback draft ain't looking all that swell. It ain't. They not going to get up high enough to get probably the 2 top guys right now, which probably would be your boy from Alabama and your boy from Indiana. They're not touching them.
So the players out of all you showed on the graphic, wide receiver wise, the players that you all showed on the graphic, right? The player on the second graphic, you could get all of those guys for a 5th and down. But on that first graphic, and those are the guys that we actually should be targeting. The cheapest guy on that list is Shahidi, the wide receiver from New Orleans. The minimum you can get him for is a fourth. The minimum.
Nah, they don't want they when you get him for a 6. You get him for a 6. I guarantee.
Dog, it's rough out in these streets right now, bro. And people know how Omar Khan work, bro. I'm telling you, they're not going to do it. Y'all going to be pissed when I'm going to come back and be like, I told you so.
I'm telling you, you told us there was going to be BTA to the Bengals too. So I'm telling y'all right now, Steeler Nation, the Steelers going to get a receiver, and they gonna spend some draft capital just because the Big-G said otherwise.
Cut and clip at 36 minutes on the nose. It's cut and clipped, and when they don't do it, you make sure you post it up there because you're gonna be mad as hell.
All right, well, if I go back and clip, so I'm gonna clip. We gonna beat their ass. We gonna beat them. I'm gonna clip that too.
Tell Omar take a trip out to Vegas and go on one of those wild clubs they got and pull the big zesty out of there.
Yeah,
he should be healed now.
Bro, I'm telling you. Black lady, man.
You don't heal from that. That's just how
he hurt. I think he hurt or something. He was hurt, right?
Hey, yeah, Jesse Lowe, our homie Jeff from the crib. Jeff from the crib was on the draft show with us, said Tennessee Titans was going to the playoffs.
Sure did.
Division. Hey, Jess, remember you said that crazy stuff?
Sure did. But
the top 5 D linemen, in my opinion, not counting edge, is just like D tackles, right? I'm gonna go
interior.
Anthony Carter is 1. I'm gonna probably go for the Giants.
Lawrence.
Yeah, Lawrence. I'm probably gonna go. I like the kid up in Seattle, Leonard Williams.
There's a dude in front of him, Tate.
Who?
Ed Oliver, Buffalo.
No, I don't think he's ahead of him, but
he's a dog.
Oh, what's the
Ed Oliver is a dog?
No, the kid that's in Tennessee. Is it Simmons?
Oh, he old though. I don't want him.
But he balling. That dude is balling.
Ed Oliver is a dog.
Ed Oliver is nice, but
they ain't letting him go
than Simmons. He wasn't no Pro Bowler last year. Not Simmons, but Williams. I bet you look last year's number. Who was better?
Big boy in Kansas City is up there too.
And oh yeah. He definitely won. Who is that? Jones.
He's a dog.
So that's 4. Ed Oliver would be 5. I probably could find somebody else over Ed Oliver. I probably would. For the sake of this exercise, I like that boy for the Colts too that played for the 49ers first part of his career.
Oh yeah, the inside dude. He's
Forrest Buckner.
Yeah, Forrest Buckner.
That's all top of my head.
He's about 345. He's they say 320, but he's about 345.
And all them dudes is making 20 plus.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Them ain't options for the Steelers. But Jesse, y'all got high draft picks y'all can trade. Y'all gonna probably be 2 and 15. Tennessee Titans can get them, bro. No Diddy, but y'all can get them.
I don't think, bro. I'm just saying. I mean, I understand, man. I just don't want. I just don't want to deal with the backlash because I know what they're gonna do. They ain't gonna do nothing. And if I'm wrong, okay, it is what it is. But they ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna do nothing.
I think you're just trying to use reverse psychology on this. But real quick, Big-G, you kind of already named it. I think. What's Jess say? No one on the Steelers D line is better than anyone you name. That's my point.
That's facts.
No one is better. Cam Hayward was first team All Pro last year. What are we talking about?
They ain't better than them dudes we just named, though.
Was they first team All Pro?
I understand that, but they ain't better. They ain't better than them dudes you just named. Though.
Only because he's younger, and I believe in the upside of Derek Harmon.
I don't disagree, but them dudes we named is better than all them dudes we named is better than anybody on the Steelers.
They all $20 million a year guy or more too.
I understand that, but they
probably all first round picks too.
You better believe it.
Okay.
You better believe it.
So Kerb, your one player, not a receiver that you might would trade for.
That's a good one. I want a corner, but I really can't. Ain't nobody gonna trade no corner.
Hell no, they ain't giving them no corner.
They were talking about Seattle trading Tariq Woolen.
Oh
no,
man, but yeah, I'm talking about a stud, but you ain't gonna get no.
Oh, if you talking about stud, you talking about 20-25 million yourself.
Oh yeah, I know, but I'm just saying they ain't gonna get that.
Is
man,
y'all naming a Madden team, or y'all trying to say?
To be honest, Tate, just being realistic, I probably would go. And I really don't have a name, but it probably would be a defensive lineman. Not those guys that we named, because they ain't gonna pay that type bread. It'll be some almost some no-name defensive lineman that we ain't really heard of. That's probably what they would do.
So that's a name. Who you want? That's what I'm saying.
I really don't have a name, but I'm just saying it will probably be some no-name defensive lineman. Because the guys I want, we ain't gonna get, So
you saying the same thing I'm saying, Kirby? You arguing with me?
No.
Saying the same thing I'm saying.
I'm answering the question. I don't want a I want a receiver, but he said not a receiver. So I would probably say they would go defensive line.
What you say? What you say? Big G Kerb said.
He's saying the same thing I said.
That's where I would go.
But he argued with me. That's why I be calling you diabolical, dog. You argue with me.
You're not listening, G. He just said don't take a receiver. So I want a receiver. But without taking the receiver out the equation, I would probably go defensive line. But I want a receiver. I don't want no darn lineman.
Yeah,
there's a lot of things in life we want, Kirby, but we ain't getting the things we want. There's a lot of things we want, bro.
I could see a corner, an avatar corner that like Tariq Woolen, I believe, still on his rookie contract, and if they not really feeling him in Seattle right now, I give him a shot, and then because I don't think it was a waste. I think we just using them wrong schematically. I don't think Slay can play man no more. He's best facing the quarterback. And watching the quarterback in zone and playing the area and making a break on the ball than he is running with guys, especially at 34 years old. So
34, man.
That's why I think I said if Minka was available, that settles the defense, right? Minka's a deep guy. Elliott, Jalen Ramsey can play full time nickel, period, big nickel all the time.
Put him in the
chess piece.
Slot. And put him at the slot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then you got Porter on one side, and to me, figured out between depending on the matchup between Slay and Corey Trice. Give him his chance. Give him his chance if he's healthy.
You got to put Eccles on the outside, bro. They're gonna put Eccles.
I like Eccles too.
They're gonna put Eccles on the outside this week. Watch what I tell you.
I'm blaming this mess on Porter. You should be the dude taking the chase and all them dudes. That's the dude he should be.
He want to though, but
he want to, but he can't. He'll hold them to death. He had 20.
But I still think athletically he's in a better. He ain't reached his peak. He's in a better place than Ramsey and Slay.
You can go down. You can go down the field with him with penalties. All you gotta do is send the guy.
Gonna mess around and not get a second contract. That's what he's playing. That's what he's doing right now.
He gonna get a second contract. It might be a cheap second contract because he didn't play himself into what he think he gonna get. Let the market dictate it. He ain't gonna get that big contract. But I think he gonna be a Steeler. I see that happening.
Ramsey and them shouldn't even be put in this position. That should be him.
But yeah, so all right. With that said, fellas, we gotta get out of here.
Trash. I know it's this day. Probably want to swing on him.
We about to jump on over to the Pump Your Brakes podcast.
They're probably calling them trash.
Big Joe?
Big Joe. Big trash Joe. Out here, boy.
But we about to jump over to Pump Your Brakes. We're going to talk about the upcoming game this Sunday. All of our keys to the game. Big G said it's time of possession. Shannon said stop the Packers run. And I said get pressure on Jordan Love. So we're going to talk about this game this week on our Pump Your Brakes Playbook Game Plan show. And we'll be right over there in about the next 5 minutes. So tap in. Stay right here on the KnoItAllz channel. For those of you that's on Or they're not watching. This is Steel Curtain Network. So you can't watch the Steel Curtain Network, but if you're here, just come back here, and we'll be right back in a few minutes. With that being said, folks, you got anything to say before we get out?
Nah, stick right here and stay with us. We'll be right back in a few minutes.
Peace out.
Peace.
Holla.
Let's go.
Mamba out.
Y'all come back now. Here.